to bring the sheriff's office into that mix also. So that's one of the main reasons why I am running, is for the safety and of the community and the commitment. I've been serving others. That's one of the biggest parts about my platform that I'm kind of running on, honor, courage, and commitment. The biggest part about it is the commitment to serve others above yourself. And that's not always easy to do as a law enforcement officer. You know, not a lot of people have great pleasures when they deal with the police. But my job is to sort of bridge that gap as the sheriff and bring a different dynamic to Lawrence County so that we can be assisting to everybody, not just law enforcement, but everyone in the community. So that's one of the reasons why I'm running. I thank you for your time, for letting me sit in front of you and talk a little bit. So thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Vince. Appreciate it, my friend. We do a fantastic job as sheriff's officer. We're working with you more in that capacity. Next is our current and the only individual also running for a registered reporter, Tammy Crawford.
Hi everyone, I'm Tammy Crawford, and I'm running for re-election for registered reporter. I'm a lifelong resident of Lawrence County. I grew up in Silver Rock Township, graduated from Laurel. I did leave for a few years when I married my Marine, worked with Jack Crawford. We were stationed in Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. We've been married for 33 years. We have two sons, Cody and Brady Crawford. When I moved to town in 1994, I started working in the Register and Recorder's Office as a microfilm clerk. I worked through every position in the office, and now I'm blessed to be finishing up my first term after 31 years in the Register and Recorder's Office. Since I've been elected as a Register and Recorder, I have gotten rid of all of our microfilm backup, things on PDF and file format. All of our records are online and free back till 1849 for the property records when our county was formed. I've also implemented a program called Property Alert, which is a program, it's free, and anyone who wishes to sign up can create an account, and anytime anything is reported in the Recorder Deeds Office on their property, they will receive an alert. I also have continued with the Thank the Vets Veterans Discharge Program. It's a program just to give back a little bit to our veterans for what they've done for our country. And what it is they come in to report their 5214, and once they do that, we give them a photo ID. That ID allows them to discounts on products and services from merchants who signed up to participate in the program. I'm currently serving on the executive committee for the Register of Wills and the
went to Ohio, graduated in the summer of '79, applied for a job and went to Ohio and started to teach for 10 years in Ohio, social studies, coached basketball, and coached track. I was in 3 different communities, John Glenn High School in New Concord, Ohio. It was a little bit of a shock going from Kalamazoo to New Concord, Ohio. Then I ended up in the city of Lima, Ohio. My goal was to coach college basketball, and we had some very good teams there. They failed a levy in Ohio, so I interviewed for jobs back across Ohio, and I knew of Ellwood City because I had gone to Kalamazoo with some individuals from Ellwood. I used to work summer basketball camps at Kalamazoo. That's where I met the mayor and some other people, and I had visited Ellwood before, and the Riverside job was open. So I moved here in 1989. My wife, who was a teacher, and my 2 children, who were born in Ohio, but then they went through Lincoln High School and graduated. So Ellwood City is a great town, great community. I taught for 8 years, coached basketball for 4 in Riverside. In the meantime of all the activities, I got a master's in school counseling, let's put it that way, from the University of Dayton when I was in Ohio. Then I went back and got a principal certification, secondary education from Youngstown. And so I became an assistant principal, including at Newcastle High School for 3 years there, but I was an assistant principal for 8, became a principal at the Lawrence County Career and Technical Center for 6, retired in 2010. All those travels and all the people I met in different communities, different environments, the diversity, and so on, learned a lot from different people, different jobs, and so on. My dad was a steel worker. In the summers, I would work in steel mills. That was another education in the 1970s. So everything that you do brings experience. When I came to Ellwood City, it felt like home. And I've been here, I'm going to be 71 years old, so this will be my 36th year in Ellwood, half my life. And here's what I'll tell you, what I saw. My 2 kids went through here, my wife taught here, and so on. I really appreciate Ellwood City because it's kind of a community that I grew up with in small towns. We still have parades. We still have many good people here, kind people, people who work together. You can walk the streets and it's safe. We have a great police department led by the mayor and the police officers. We have a full-time ALS program in town here, the paramedics on duty with fire. We have public works. We have an electric department. We have wastewater treatment plant. We have everything you want here. I think sometimes the people who grew up here take it for granted. Go somewhere else and live, and then you come back here, you'll appreciate it more. I have been other places. And I will also tell you, all those experiences, you have to have a team. The council right now is a team, and a lot of great things are happening. We started Wonder Ellwoods that bring people from the outside into town. We started working with the Chamber of Commerce, community enrichment. I'm also the president of Ellwood City Revitalization. We run the farmers market, among other things. It's having pride, bringing people here. Our partners on the county level have been a great help to us too. We have great relationships with the county commissioners and economic development and everything else. So that has to continue. But what I'm looking to do, I don't need any more titles. I'm not running for re-election for another title. I've had it. I'm looking to finish the job that this council has started, where economic development,
more importantly known as the former owner of Berry District.
That's a tough act for all of us down here. I don't know what's there. I think for us what he does. Married, and I was retired. I was a business chairman for 2 years. And as far as the town, wanted to be safe, clean, and watch the money.
That's it. I'll say now. Holy cow. Take me to Harrisburg to get people to get through their speeches quicker. That could work out well. Last but not least, Joe Mancini.
Candidate for Borough Council. I'm married. My wife is unmarried. My wife's from Maryland. Used to be on the council. I have 2 daughters. Melissa and Jody. Melissa works. She works for the Maryland, and Jody works for the borough. And I was born and I was raised in LC. Lived there for the Second Street for my whole life. Graduated from Youngstown State in business. And 50 years ago, I ran for tax collector, and I'm on my party's nomination. I resigned after they got a civil service job, and I worked for the liquor stores for 38 years. And the last fall in LC. And in the summer, I coached an umpire for 20 years. Enjoyed that a lot. I ran the 10K race for 3 years, and I also worked in Stonecrest and Fox Run, and I volunteer at the food bank once a week, and I help my church out and pizza sales and the festival that the government comes the biggest seller in the summertime, and while I'm running for the politics, I was the judge of elections for many years. In the 3rd ward in Ellwood City, and I helped canvass for local politicians, local, state, and federal. So I said, why not try it for myself? So I'm here. Thanks.
Thanks so much. That wraps up the folks running for Ellwood City Borough Council. Now, what I like to call the worst job in all of politics, if we want to call it that, right? You almost get to make nobody happy on any given day, on any particular situation, and that's the folks for school board. So they don't get paid. They work their tails off every day to try to make our community a better place. So thank you so much. We will start out with Kathy Tiller.
By the Lord, that I still need to stay on the Thank you for excusing our tardiness. We were in a meeting. Like I said, I'm Dr. Claire Fawley. I am a lifelong resident of Ellwood City. Some of this from home, I know my husband, Jonathan Fawley, before we got married, it was non-negotiable. If we're going to get married, we're going to live in Ellwood. So, we live in Ellwood. He's been a police officer in Ellwood for 14 years, so he's active in our community. We have 2 girls, both in the Ellwood district, that are the reason behind I do everything that I do. So a little bit about myself. I have a political science degree from Westminster, my secondary education certificate. I have a master's in professional school counseling. I have a master's in special education and a doctorate of education in educational leadership and administration. I've been in education for 17 years now. I currently teach math at a public school. Next year I'll be changing roles and I'll be a professor of education at the collegiate level, so I'm excited for that. I think that my education, my knowledge gives me a unique spin on the insight of what is needed to do the good, the bad, and the ugly within a district that benefits our taxpayers, but most importantly, our students. That's the heartbeat, and that is the future of our communities. To keep our students here, I have experience with cyber charter schools. Knowing that information that I do helps me give an insight. What does our district need to keep our kids in school and keep the funds in our district? That is important. I have done research on my own research in extracurricular activities, examining Math 7 PSSA scores. So I think that the combination of all of those things just gives me a unique advantage point, and it would be an honor to serve again. I currently serve on the Student Affairs Committee. I've been on the Security Committee, which also we have resource officers and police officers in every one of our schools, keeping them safe. We recently were able to put a weapons detection system in our building, so our not only is our academics growing, but our safety is growing with our students as well. In true teacher fashion, I created a handout, which I put by the back door, put by the door. So if there's anything else you would like to know about me, it's all there for the leader and get ready. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much, Claire. Next is Robin Nichols.
Hi everyone, I'm Robin Nicholas. I'm a lifelong resident of Ellwood City, particularly Ewing Park. Proud graduate of high school. I then went to University of Pittsburgh and pursued my education. Came back, got married, pursued my master's in instructional leadership education, and got my teaching certificate as well. I am now a manager of curriculum at an online education company. This is my first time doing this, so give me some grace. I was appointed on the board last year, and I'm very honored, and it wouldn't do me well if I could not get elected on my own, so I knew I could do this on my own as well. I'm running for 2
Nctv45 appreciates your viewership. We will run this program in its entirety later this evening. Thanks again for watching.